Slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Jackson going deep for Diggs. They've got his man complete. A huge play there for Chicago. 59 yards. Jackson. This is caught. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Pollard will take it in. Touchdown, Bears. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
They'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes.
That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich. And they're going to get this up to midfield. The Chiefs come into this one still undefeated despite the one tie. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And again, it's Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, and sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Back to throw here.
Man open, it's Toney. He's got it.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connect.
And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Isaiah Pacheco with his 14th rushing touchdown on the year.
And the Chiefs respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This fielded right at the goal line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
On second down, it's Pollard. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. And they'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On third down, Jackson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Jackson now. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. The 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7. But they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? He'll get it inside the 20. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs 16. 7-7, our score after 1.
With the score time, 7-7.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And they'll send the slot in motion left. And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Lamar Jackson keeping it himself from 5 yards out. And the Bears have taken the lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. This taken in at the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, and they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
Throwing on second down, Mahomes. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield.
This is intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. There he goes right side. Past the 20. And they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown. But Charles, he was looking for just a short throw, kept it in range for the rare linebacker pick six.
And give him full credit for his focus. He just kept the quarterback in his sights, and where he was looking to throw, he positioned himself perfectly to be there for the interception. He made the play of the game for his defense right there.
Taking it about the 1. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the...
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll start with the option. And he is going to lose yardage here. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Now Jackson. Airing this one out for Evans. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
Yes, percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least if they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
Go. Hey, report. Go.
4th down. Here's Jackson. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he is going to have the Bears 1st down, and that was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give them a new set of downs. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. They go play action now. Jackson. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I thought that was a completed pass until he came in and forced the ball from his hands. Not only did he make a nice play, he brings up 4th down.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That one a first down pickup of 8.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes, he lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. Out route complete to Dulcich. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 23. Mahomes to throw once more. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco. That's career touchdown number 131, and it ties him with Chris Carter for number 8 on the all-time list. And the Chiefs go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take over here up near the 40. Well, Charles, they're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, You do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. Taken at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this third quarter. Here's the Chiefs punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So not only do they get the fumble recovery on the punt, but now look at this field position. He almost took it the distance.
And the ability to not just make the play, but turn it into something big. That's what coaches harp on all the time. How do we create big plays that'll change the game? And that may have been one that just did.
Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. And they'll run again. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco with his 3rd touchdown and 18th on the year. And the Chiefs are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 21. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 42 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. 1st down, and it's Pollard again. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Play action. It's Jackson. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 31-yard line. They'll run left with Pollard. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he's got Mooney in the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney, his 6th touchdown of the season as they have taken the lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, and they will take a 7-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Fields it right around the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. With the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Open man downfield is Hardman. He's got it. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The end result, 21 yards. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Locates Hart. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Bears. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, let's see now, Charles. That's 7 turnovers between last week and this week. 3 here in this game, 4 in last week's game.
You know I do my research, right? And I go all the way back to the best coaches that have ever been in this game, and all of them started with ball security in some form or another, understanding that taking care of the ball was the key to winning games. They can't believe what they're seeing right now because they spend all this time on it with the fundamentals, taking care of it, tucking it away, and they're not doing it.
Going deep for Diggs. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, based on the last 2 play calls we just witnessed, the word conservative is not in their playbook. Incomplete, and then they decide to throw deep from this point on the field. That's a team that's really getting after it.
And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Now a fair catch signaled for and made right about the 43-yard line. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Right now they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football is certainly paramount right now.
Yeah, and it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who might touch the ball is getting the same message. Guys, ball security, paramount. Let's take care of it. And if we do, we've got a chance to put points on the board.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up third down.
Well, he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter. On first down, they'll go to the ground. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. That's caught downfield by Kittle. Touchdown! George Kittle, 35 yards. And the Bears add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. Because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
On 2nd and 12, Mahomes. And he slings one that's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Hey, 43, 15.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. And the Bears force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jackson, and intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Leo Chanel. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. The part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick six on the other side, and now they get a pick six of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick six from earlier in this game.
And he returns this to the 22. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And now this fourth quarter becoming very interesting. That pick six makes this a one-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Play action. Now Jackson. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. George Kittle with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. They're giving those short little routes. Tackled him in bounds, too. They're just not wanting to get beat over the top.
Yeah, and if you can't really get downfield, take the short routes. But now you got to have guys who can actually break tackles and increase those gains.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 62 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. From the gun, he'll hand this off. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've had good success. 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now Mahomes got to have this one. Man open, it's Tony. He's got it. And he is going to have the Chiefs first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Mahomes. And this is caught down for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, you know.
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers, anyone who's going to lay down a block. Don't let there be penetration, because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Here's Pollard again. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Now Jackson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. That's George Karlaftis, who fought his way through the line to bury him.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. Here comes the Bears punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for Chicago, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3.
And they will head home for next week's contest. That is against Washington.
Meanwhile, for Kansas City, they dropped their 7th game on the year. And they'll be on the road next week as they travel to Pittsburgh to take on the Steelers.